Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while and I can see from the camera I look a bit sweaty. It's because I am. I'm actually quite sick at the moment. I'm surprised that my voice isn't hoarse, but that's probably because I'm filled to the brim with drugs. So hopefully I won't cough or splutter or do that sound with my nose while I'm filming. And oh, sorry about the cars, but you know, that's what happens when your house is on the street. Okay, I think they're done. Yeah, so I'll give you an update of my Makeout 2014, my Project 214 pan, as well as my Empties, give you some quick reviews on some of the products, and we'll see how we go, because today I actually tell you how much is in my kitty to date. Okay, I'll do my non-project pan stuff first. Firstly, I've talked about this a million times. This is my Daiso detergent for puff and sponge. This is probably the only thing that I can really get clean with my for my beauty blender. I do also use it with my brushes, although I question whether I should be using it with my brushes, but they get so nice and clean I continue to use it because it's $2.80. And the other thing from Daiso that I finished is this nail polish remover. You guys know that I like the Sally Hansen one with the acetone, but this does the same thing. And even though they're around the same price when it's on special, the Sally Hansen one, but if it's, I'm not going to pay $5 for an itty bitty bottle from Priceline if I can get this for $2.80 if the Sally Hansen isn't on special. So did the trick. I finished the Lee Stafford treatment for hair that never grows past a certain length. This is basically a 5-minute leave-in treatment that you leave in while you're having a shower. So I usually tend to have short showers, but this is probably when I have the longest shower. So I'll put this on my hair. So shampoo your hair. They've also got shampoo and conditioner for this too, but this shampoo your hair, wash it out, put this on, leave it on for 5 minutes, and then you condition like normal. Does it help make your hair grow longer? I actually really do think it does. I've finished multiple tubs of this one and I will continue to purchase it until the day I get sick of it. I'm just like, I think it was in my last Empties I was talking about that I was cleaning out brow products. This is just another brow product that I'm cleaning out, throwing away purely because it's just too dark for me. My eyebrows are dark enough. I just need to add a bit of colour here and here, like I always say, so that because they're quite sparse there's not much hair there, so it's just a too dark a colour, and you can see it there. It's just way too dark. So, and this was a Rimmel in 004 black brown. I should have known. I tend to buy blondes, but anyway. And I finished up a essential mask sheet with hyaluronic acid from the Face Shop. This mask was really nice. It was nice and moisturising. However, I won't purchase it again because the mask didn't fit my face well, and I just kept on trying to push it and I cut bits off to fix it all up. It just didn't fit my face, so it wasn't the most enjoyable experience in that sense, but it was really, really nice, and I do recommend that people try this one, and that's it there in case you want to see it. And then I finished up a couple of eye creams, but one of the packaging, I can't find it, but I've talked about that one before, so it won't matter. This is the Lifeline Eye Firming Complex with growth factors and human stem cells. Every time I hear the word human stem cells, like for medical stuff, it's fine, but it just irks me out. Like, am I wearing somebody's bum cell on my face? But this is it there. It was quite hefty packaging in the sense that for a sample, this was bloody awesome. Little pumpy thing that we all love. This lasted about 2 weeks, so I really could, I can really tell you that it didn't irritate my skin. It didn't, but again, it didn't. You guys know, eye creams and me, I actually don't think there's anything that you can do topically for wrinkles. So it was a nice eye cream. I think it was pretty expensive, so probably not purchase this one. I've got serums that I can wear under my eyes too, so there's no need to buy a specific hand cream. So no, I won't be purchasing that one. And if you just want to see the brand, that's it there. Okie dokie. That's all that I finished for my non-project pan stuff. I know it's not much. Now onto my Makeout 2014 project pan empties, because there is a lot of them. I'm really surprised. And what I find is it just ebbs and flows. So if you're frustrated with your project pan, don't worry, they will eventually all finish. Well, they probably will anyway. So first I'll go into some boring stuff, and then I can see here I've got a lot of makeup, which is really cool. The first is the Giovanni 3-in-1 shampoo, body wash and bubble bath. This is in orange creamsicle, and it's with moisturizing delicious botanicals, sulfate free for head to toe clean. This is cruelty free, and yeah, I pretty much can't read the rest of the writing, so that's it there. As you can see, it's quite big with the head comparison. I really like this scent. It smells like orange gelati. I know that you guys have orange creamsicles in the US, but if you got Aussie girls and guys, orange gelati, which is one of my favorite gelati flavors. Really enjoyed wash myself with it as much as you can with a body shampoo. But with anything like this, once you finish a huge amount like this, you just want to give it a break for a while before you purchase another one, because I always like changing up my body washes. I usually have 2 or 3 on the go at the one time. So, but I would recommend anybody purchase it because it didn't irritate my skin in any way. It's cruelty free, which is always good. And I think it was about $7, and I picked this up from iHerb. Like other people from iHerb, I'll leave my code below. First time users can get $10 off or $5 off depending on what you spend. You can buy Physicians Formula and Real Techniques at ridiculous prices compared to here in Australia. And you can get, I mean, I've bought shampoos and sunscreens and toothpaste, I think I have. Even house cleaning stuff. So I think my next order I'm going to buy some green tea, but we'll see how we go. But do recommend this one. I finished up a moisturiser. This was full, but I'm not going to talk about it because I used it as, it's a face moisturiser and I used it as a body cream. This is the Care for Ends Daily Leave-In Moisturiser for all hair types. It's got sun care, thermal care, moisture care. It's supporting breast cancer. Now it says sun care, but I don't think there is an SPF on here. It's Australian made and owned. It percentage goes to breast cancer. It's supposed to a daily leave-in moisture for mid-lengths and ends of your hair. Used daily to detangle, increase softness and shine while improving overall condition. UV and thermal protectors to safeguard from sun exposure and high levels of heat styling. I actually I would use this when I slick my hair back, or I use it as an overnight hair mask. So can't say that it does all of that stuff because I didn't use it as directed. I finished a face mask. This is from Nashio. It's a clay and plant face mask purifier. Absorbs impurities, refines skin texture. It's got kale and bentonite, lemon, palma rosa and sesame. Now, I'm not sure if they're cruelty free, but this is the packaging there. I really enjoyed this one. It was excruciating. As with most products, when you put it in your project pan, they become something excruciating to use. It's like, oh my god, I can't be bothered. But I did like this one. It even left my skin brighter as well for a couple of days, which I quite liked. And with these liquid ones, I just use a foundation brush, the paddle brushes, because I never use paddle brushes for foundation, so I just use one of those to put these on. And then I'm going to show you the paper. It's the Strawberry Feels Forever massage bar. I don't know if they brought this out this year, but this is from last year. It's just a massage bar from Lush. Nice strawberry flavour. Liked using it. Would repurchase it again, but it's a limited edition, so I can't even show you what it looks like. I don't think I showed you this last time, but this is just to prove that I've finished up one of my eyeshadows. This is from Benefit. It was in one of those packs that they have with different various stuff. It was just along the lines of Brulee, whether MAC or Wet n Wild, so I just used it as a highlighter. Anyway, don't know much about it, so I can't talk to you about it. I finished, and I keep on saying I finished, but I apologise for that, but I'm going to continue saying it because I can't help it. This is the Sally Hansen Salon Effects Real Nail Polish Strips. Lasts up to 10 days, no time dry, peel and apply. I do like these as a brand as nail polish strips go, but I just don't think nail polish strips for me. I just don't always get a clean edge. This is in Preps Cool. That's the design there. I'm not using this one because it's way too big for my thumb and I can't be bothered putting it on my toenail. So as a design, I really like it, and Argyle is my favourite print. So I would purchase it again if I was in the Argyle mood, but I think I'll just stick to nail polish. I'm getting all hot and sweaty now. I think the drugs are dropping off. I also finished the Melanin Goats Lip Moisturiser Daily Protection Soothing Treatment with Fatty Acid Absorption Technology. I love this. This was in my 2013 favourites. That's what it looks like there. I think they also have different flavours as well. I think you can order Melanin Goats online from the US. Don't quote me on that. But you can also pick it up from Mecca. It's about 18 bucks. I actually got this free. One of my friends works in the airline, so this is was in the business class pack or the first class pack. Ever grateful because this is really nice. I'm glad I tried this one out. So once I finish all my balms, which may be in 120 years, this is the balm of choice. It's just a very slick, I don't know, let me see if I can, oh, there's a bit on the, so it's clear. It's got a bit of a shine to it, so I don't know if boys would like that, but I really, really like it, and I'm going to do that so it's not to waste that bit. Just wipe the rest of my, like that. Yeah, so I really do like that one. It is a bit expensive, but I actually prefer those tube types of ones to also keep in the car, because other balms tend to melt, so you know, because they've got a screw top lid, they seem to feel better in the summer heat. And I forgot to show you, the only complaint that I have with this one is that the top is a screw lid. I don't know why they don't put one of those lip type applicators on here, but otherwise I do like it and would recommend it. So if you've tried a whole bunch of balms, maybe you try this one. It's a lip moisturiser and not a lip balm, but I do really, really, really like this one. Now onto a whole bunch of makeup. So I'll start with nails. This was my, and I don't know if you can see the, can you see it, that it's empty? No, you can't. But this is from OPI, Not Like the Movies. It's a gorgeous colour in the bottle, but it doesn't translate on my nails as well. It's almost got a duochrome element to it, but on my nails it just looks like a grey colour. It's got nice glitter, but I wouldn't look to repurchase this one, but this was from the Katy Perry collection, but this obviously is a mini. I'm saying goodbye to two mascaras. These both I opened up in January. So it has been the 3 months, but I'm not a 3 month kind of girl. The reason why I'm getting rid of this is Essence, and it's called Get Big Lashes. Under $5, great volumizing mascara. The reason why I'm getting rid of it is it's basically drying up now and it's flaking on me. So there's no use, you know, I don't want to walk around with flakies when I don't have to. But absolutely would repurchase this one again. This is obviously the waterproof formula. I have a whole bunch of mascaras that I need to finish, but I don't have many waterproof, so I just need to go and look at my stash before I repurchase. The other one is the Defensils Pro from Lancome. I'll show you that. I don't even know if they sell this in Australia. I got this as a gift. That's the brush there. So it's supposed to be sort of curling. This did absolutely nothing for my lashes. It was really, really wet formula. I actually sort of left it like this for almost a month before I used it. Yeah, when it was wet, it was just a hot mess. And then it just didn't do nothing. I tried so hard with this and I just didn't like it. So out it goes. The other thing that I sort of finished, but it wasn't my fault, was my Milani Liquify. That's it there. So, but the reason why I'm saying I sort of finished, this was that long, like almost full size, and some of it fell out. So obviously I've just had it around, even though it was sealed in the packaging, I'm assuming it might have dried out, and I just kept on sharpening and sharpening and sharpening and just keep on getting air pockets. So it just, I don't know if it was just a bad batch or I've had it too long. When I did start wearing it, it was good. Great black colour, stayed reasonably well on my waterline. I would repurchase this one again just to make sure that it wasn't just a bad batch. So I do recommend it as far as it lasting on the waterline, and Milani is cruelty free too, which is always good. And then I finished up a whole bunch of Illamasqua products. The first one is a sample of the Illamasqua skin base. I'm still on the search for a good colour match. They can never get it right. I think I'm going to have to be one of those ones that have to mix. I have been assessed as a 6, so that's a 6 up to about an 11. So I just have weird skin, I guess, I don't know. But I really like the how it sits on my skin. I really do like that, and it retails for about 41 bucks. So I'm going to get some more samples and see how I go. If you're wondering why I put samples in my project pan, because samples take me as long because I never think to use them, and I'll probably get at least a week. I've got a week out of this one, so I think, you know, put samples in your project pan if you never ever get around to using them. So, or you can just do a whole project pan of samples. But so I'm going to get some more samples of this one. Now these are a revelation to me. This is the Illamasqua Hydra Veil. This is a sample of it, and as you can see, I cut it up so I can use every bit of it. And I did have another sample as well, so I just counted these as one. And I left a bit in there so you can see it. So that's, can you see that? It's like a gel formula. But what it does, it actually, like, it comes in a tub, and it actually, if you sort of, it's like toy putty. If you move it, it actually settles back and soothes back. And I think that's what it really does for your pores as well. I really like this in combination with powder foundation. I have very oily skin. As you can see, I'm sweating it up. But it just, I don't know, there was something about this one. I haven't actually used it under liquid foundation because I do have oily skin, and so I'm not sure how it will go under liquid foundation. I do have another sample that has come my way that I'll use up, so, and I'll try it under that. But I definitely am thinking of purchasing this one, especially just to wear under my powder foundations. And speaking of powder foundation, this is a combination that I loved with that Hydra Veil especially, was my Illamasqua foundation. This is their powder foundation. The colour's rubbed off, but it's in 210. As you can see there, it's all gone. It has a huge mirror, and as you can see, it's disgusting because as it started breaking up, I would just sort of mix it up in there and then carefully close so I can use every last drop of it. You get 10 grams in this one, so it's a decent size. I like Illamasqua. I think it gave it decent coverage, although my all-time favourite powder foundation is Jane Iredale. I love that brand. I think I used it for about 4 years straight or 6 years straight. I can't even remember, but love it. I think Jane Iredale might be cruelty-free as well as Illamasqua is cruelty-free too. Some people struggle with the Illamasqua packaging that's like this. I find that it's easier if you grip on the sides and you open that way. If I try to open from that way, it's always harder, and you always, like even with the eyeshadows and the blushes. So if you just squeeze the sides, it's easier to open up. That's my tip of the day. And then lastly, what I finished up was my L'Oreal. I have no idea what the name is because I usually have about 15 names in their stuff. I was going to say shit, and I just did. So this is the colour in Pink Nude CR101. That's how it looks like. I like the packaging because you get an idea of what colour is inside. And as you can see, it's manky. It just rubs on my lips now, so that's all it goes up. I actually think you get a lot more product than the Revlon lip butter. You get more product in this than the lip butters. So I do like the formulation of this one. I like the colour of this one. I think this is my second tube, and I've also, yeah, so it's like a papaya colour. So it's not very pink and it's not very nude. It's more of a like a coral colour. Love it. Would recommend it. Possibly have a backup with this one, but I've got quite a few colours, so really like it. Don't need to replace it anytime soon, but I would recommend it for those of you who've never tried it. Guys, that's all my empties, and now I get to tell you what I put in my kitty. For those of you who don't know, I put a dollar amount in the ether, and I use that money to purchase anything I want to. Just a small amount for my non-project pans, I think it's $3 for a full item. For my project pan stuff, it's whatever I paid for it. So it might be that if I got it for free, I usually just put $5 in there. But if I bought a product, I don't put what it cost, I put what they charge for it, I put what I paid for it. So if I bought it at half price, I only put the half price amount. Okay, I'll link my first video so you can understand all that and read the rules on it, or even if you don't want to watch it, you can see what I started off with and all the rules underneath it. Anyway, so what I put in my kitty, can I tell you that February was a freaking awesome month, apparently, according to this. And but all up, wait for it, $639. So going on this, I'm gonna have, there's a possibility I might have $2,000 by the end of the year. Awesome! So I'm excited. I don't know if you guys are. I'm slowly losing my voice, so thanks again to everybody who's sent their good wishes to my sister and my mum. They're all both doing well, as can be expected, I suppose, and yeah, I really appreciate it. Okay, take care guys, and I will definitely see you soon. Bye. Ciao.